Welcome to Biblical Christian Content, where we like to keep the content biblical. Let's go.
I stuck my head out the door and I said to the security guy, I think you need to come in. There's a guy in here with a javelin in his hand.
I have to petition everyone that's watching this video. If you desire to help me reach more people with biblical truth, then do me a favor. At minimum, hit the like and hit the subscribe to generate more push to get biblical Christian content to more hearts, more minds, and more souls. Thank you. Enjoy the video.
Really good. Occasionally you'll hear stories about people, and so I've heard different stories, rumors, perhaps through the years, of things that have happened in your ministry. Wanted to ask you about one of those stories, if you could kind of walk us back and tell us a little bit about what happened, what was happening, the backdrop of it. But the story was that you walked into your office on the Lord's Day, and you found a man inside of your office with a sword. And he asked, "Where is John MacArthur?" Tell us about that.
Yeah, it was Easter Sunday. And he was in gym shorts. And he actually had kind of a spear, like a javelin. And he was in gym shorts and a t-shirt. And you have to go through 1, 2, 3, 4 double door sets to get to my office. And that was Easter Sunday morning. Our first service is at 7. So this is like 6:15 on a Sunday morning. And I walk in, the security guy let me in. I walk in, and he's sitting there with this javelin in his hand, and looking for John MacArthur. So I immediately knew that he had gone in there. Somehow he'd gotten in the night before, and he'd been there all night, waiting for me to show up. And it actually was true. And so he said, he looked kind of stunned when I stepped in. And I said, well, trying to act like I was not surprised. How can I help you? What's your name? How can I help you? He told me his name. And I said, well, why are you here? He said, well, and then he stumbled a little bit, and he said, I have something to say to the congregation. I have something to say. I want to come up and say what I have to say from God. I said, really? He said, yes, and it's very, very important. He was kind of stumbling a little bit. And I just acted, kind of bold, and I said, well, that's great. I'm glad you're going to do that. Let me go get the guy who's in charge of that. So I stuck my head out the door, and I said to the security guy, I think you need to come in. There's a guy in here with a javelin in his, I don't know what he's doing. And the guy panicked, and the security came and got him. As it turned out, he had told his brother, he was a mental patient, obviously, but he told his brother that God had told him to kill me, and he had been waiting there to kill me, so that, this is the bizarre part of it, that I could rise from the dead and even have more influence, because I was raised from the dead. And that was his objective, and he had told his brother that. So somehow the Lord stopped him from doing that that morning, and he backed down to just wanting to make an announcement. The sad story about the guy is that it wasn't long after that he took his own life. But that actually is a true story. That's kind of legendary. Yeah.